Good afternoon. It is Monday, the 19th of February. It has been a long day. I had meetings in the morning and didn't do any picking over the weekend and have paid the price since around 11 o'clock this morning. It is now 3:30. The post has already gone for today. 25 orders picked of varying sizes, some of them large. So I will take you through them. And they've continued to come in during the day whilst I was picking, and felt the pressure today. 25 to go through, and they're all over the place. So these first two came in through the day today, hot on the heels of each other from Brickowl, and very similar parts in each. So a little bit of a mixed thing. Machetes have been very popular today, as have minifigures over the weekend. Dark blue making a bit of a resurgence along with green in this one, and as well in this one. Very similar parts in both of these. Don't know why. Obviously some kind of mock on Brickowl. Pirates and a Harry Potter figure in this little order. Nice to see those going out. A real colourful assortment here. Emailed the buyer on this one, missing a bright pink 1x4 and some dark pink 2x1s, which I mislisted as bright pink, but they were in fact dark pink when I first listed things. But that's a healthy little order there. Another order over there. I am missing a whole like 30 or 40 dark blue grey brackets like that. Can't find them in any of my overflow bins. They've featured in 3 orders today. Had to take them out of the store. Don't know what's gone on there, but it has affected a few orders today. Even though I have instigated something that I'm going to do a video about, auditing. Been a few things today. Someone cleared me out of yellow chairs, even though there were still 3 in the container. So an addition here, which I will explain in a video about keeping audits, as I'm trying to get much better at that. This is the biggest order. It was 1,300 parts, 125 lots, a big pile of used in that as well. Some very clear colorways featured in that. Over here, some smaller orders, some minifigure tiles. Someone doing that. Interesting comment. Someone's saying, can you please make sure that they get 100 because they need 100, because every seller tries not to send the right number, don't they? Battle droid legs in there, a whole bunch of plants in that one, some high value minifigures there, a little bit of Luke Skywalker action, that one getting a tile as a result. Over here, a old school space windshield, a microfighter going out there, first set that I've sold, I think, and that has actually gone through, just within Australia, so that's probably why. Over here, just some random parts, a little bit of green and black and stuff like that in that one. Someone obviously making an Anakin starfighter in that one, and a figure. Like I said, figures have been quite popular. Some minifigure parts and assortments there. Up here we've got a chrome silver curved hilt for a lightsaber, and then we've got a repeat buyer going with a minifigure head. Some printed tiles there. Whew, it's good, isn't it? Just parts going on there. Another big assortment of black continuing to be popular. Massive order here of dark blue grey stuff. Another one getting a tile, and one clone trooper minifigure head piece. An order of a lot of light blue grey, whole heap of tiles in that one. A Thomas Beckett minifigure and a TIE fighter pilot. Someone obviously doing some solo sets, and some minifigure weapons in that one. Some more just general parts, bit of an assortment, And again over here, some more parts. Both of these orders, this one and that one, having some used in it. So there we are, 25. I want to get these to the post office before the end of the day, so I'm going to crack on and get all of the postage sorted and get to the post office before the end of the day. There is some parcels over there that have come in today, but they may well just be a case of waiting till tomorrow. A couple of these I need to hear back on, that one over there, this one there, but yeah, felt the pressure today, definitely felt the pressure. As you're kind of behind the 8 ball trying to pick orders, and orders are still coming in, you do feel like you're kind of losing the battle. And this is a busy week trying to get this purchase of the other store across the line and all of that stuff. So yeah, I will check back in once I'm a bit calmer, so I'll see you in a bit. It is Tuesday morning, a little bit calmer today, things under control. There were, how many? Two orders? 2 orders, 4? Oh, he says, a little bit calmer, 3 orders in overnight. All of them fairly substantial. This one, a whole bunch of door frames and parts, a selection of used, a whole bunch of seats again, which is highlighted even more inventory errors, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Got a resolution on the missing parts that I had from that one from yesterday, so that one's going out as well today. This one is off to New Zealand. Don't think the buyer has bought before, no, but we're doing quite a few to New Zealand, which is good. Kind of I'm enjoying that. And then the big order today was 876 parts. I've not put it in bags yet. I've just finished it because I wanted to talk about the inventory stuff. So I'm jumping about a bit here, but in yesterday's order there was one for yellow chairs and today's for dark blue, which I had turned on this setting in Bricklink, where it shows you how many you have remaining of a part, and in the order with the dark bluish grey chairs it said I was out of them, and there are 4 in there. And yesterday the yellow chairs, it said I was out of them, and there's 3 in there. So it enables me to have kind of a ongoing kind of audit of parts as I'm going. Obviously I'm not going to count 81, 40 and stuff like that, but when you get down into low numbers, and if I can find one that's got a low number like dark green brick, you know, you can kind of have a rough estimate whether or not you've got about 11 left or whether or not you've got not many left. In some cases though, it says I should have 20 of them, but I could only find 14. And similarly, ever since they did that kind of consolidation of variants, I've had a lot of this where suddenly there's 2 similar parts in 2 sections rather than them all being consolidated. I'm not sure what happened. Somewhere down the track they managed to get split, and it's bloody annoying because it happens with no discernible reason. Like there's no difference between those variants ever, but for some reason it's happened. So even on this order, which is going to the States, there are those 2 errors. Yeah, they're all fairly big numbers on these parts, so it doesn't really prove my point. But so I've introduced this as a way to try and help sort out some of my inventory errors. As I was saying yesterday about those the dark blue grey ones are those that I cannot find anywhere. Anyway, so got those orders to pack up. I've emailed the buyer about this ever since I got that neutral feedback for the missing part. I'm doing it as a course of action now. You want a refund or you want me to cancel the entire order? Yes, I have picked the order, so it would be a pain in the arse to put it all back, but I'm just doing it because it's the right thing to do. It's good customer service, and it means that I've been completely transparent as much as I can. And it's only human, isn't it? Kind of, you know, some of these parts were added a long time ago, you know, 6-7 months ago now, and they may have fallen into another tray or something like that. So that's what I've kind of introduced this little cup for. I'm going to put things that I find that aren't there in it, as opposed to this cup, which is things that I have found in the wrong drawers. So these are all things that have been found in the wrong drawer as I've been working through picking orders. Anyway, so the vlog went up on Sunday. Obviously it's now Tuesday, so we're not getting a real like for like, but it's gone quite well. There's been some good comments. A few people talking about Kmart having some of a type of unit like this which locks together, which is very interesting. Might check that out. In fact, had a buyer come and collect an order last night. Had a good chat to them. It was a son and a dad. We were talking all things Star Wars. The young guy kind of rebuilds sets, which is real cool. The 2 parcels that came in yesterday, they were just parts that I wanted to add to the store. A few polybags for the Mandalorian pilot, which I didn't have any of, and there aren't many in New Zealand. There aren't many in Australia. Someone was selling a couple of these Vampire Knights for a really good price, so I picked those up as well. And then this one is just some parts that I got from the same store, which were on my wanted list. So they didn't have a lot of parts, they just had a bit, but I didn't want to just buy the minifigs if I could scoop up some parts as well. So just a couple of bits to put back into the store later on today. So it has been a busy weekend. It was like 25 orders or something like that. So I'm way behind on my admin. We have obviously taken a bit of a whack on the inventory stuff. We are up to 833 orders, so it is cracking along. I haven't checked this all day yesterday. I was literally chasing my tail all day. We're still over the 10,000 lots, which is pretty decent. Happy with that. And this week is going to be quite a week for adding some stuff in. As I've talked about buying a store, I'm going to try and sort that out to go and collect those bricks and pay for them, obviously, today or tomorrow, depending on the seller when they're available. I do have some other things that I need to get done this morning. I've got some costing to do for some freelance work. I've got some meetings that I had last week that I need to follow up. Yeah, the starts of the weeks are always crazy, and it's because I didn't do any picking over the weekend that I am paying the price so far. So massive amount of stuff to catch up on, including all of that kind of inventory, adding back to the stock list, waiting for that buyer to come back to me about those those 1x1 inverted 1x1 dark blue grey brackets. 3 orders to post out, waiting for that American buyer to come back to me as well. So a fair bit to juggle, so I'm going to get on with it. So I will check in once I've got things under control. It is Tuesday afternoon. Another couple of orders have come in. I've picked this one, just minifigure panels with the centre divide. Another order has come in here for 294. A whole lot more tan and dark tan. That big order to America was packed with that as well, as is this one. Loads of it. A lot of small pieces in this one. It's going to be a tricky build. It's going domestic letters, so you kind of get the feeling it's going to be one of those Jenga situations. I still haven't put this stuff away, and tomorrow I think is going to be the day for picking up the store. But I was sitting twiddling on my phone looking at Facebook Marketplace, and a seller started posting stuff, so I dashed off to what was essentially an Aladdin's cave of sets, and picked up a few that he had. Now, I paid $400 all up for this. The guy had everything. So I've got the original T6 shuttle, which is in fantastic condition. Like, there's a little bit of discolouring on some of those plates, but very little. It's immaculate. It's so much better than the Ahsoka one. Other than the fact you can never get in the cockpit. Anyway, but it's a great ship, isn't it? Look at that. Awesome. Awesome ship. And it came with all of the minifigures. Obi-Wan's somewhere. Let's put that over there. Let's find the other one. Where is he? There he is. So I'm just about to have a look at the prices of them in a minute. So, ship. What to do with that? Gonna have a think about that in a minute. I've got Castaway Ray, brand new, sealed. That could just go straight on eBay. I've got Lars Homestead, brand new, sealed. Again, I don't know what the price of those are. Instructions for the T6 shuttle. Have a word. Gar Saxon, Bo-Katan Kryze, Mandalorian, Loyalist. It's a great set, that. Got that. Do you mind? Eh? Given that the Bad Batch is coming out on 21st, is it the 21st of Feb? Where are we now? That's tomorrow. This could be a bit of a winner. Now, this is used. It has been sellotaped back together. So let's see what state this is inside. The guy was a mad collector. He had every CMF framed on his wall, had a garage full of sets, you name it. All the UCS Star Wars sets, you name it, he had it. It was mighty impressive. Really taking care of stuff. So he's kind of put stuff back in the original bags. Wow. So he's kind of resealed the bags. Jeez, that is dedication. The sticker sheet has been applied. But those figures are in there. And that set, I wonder what the used part out value for that set is. It's Wednesday morning. It is just gone 8:30. There were 4 orders in overnight, which I have picked 3 of them anyway. There's this one, a little bit of a clone trooper roundup, and a pirate too. I can't remember. Maybe that was a solo set. Can't remember. Maybe it's Return of the Jedi. And some parts. Gonna guess this one's a bit Speed Champions-esque from the type of parts. There's that one that you saw yesterday over there, and then there's a couple of dark red wedge plates here, and then I'm actually mid-picking the order, which was a whole heap of tan and dark tan and light blue grey. So I'm midway through that one, but I've got to make a move. I want to go to the Lego store first thing. I have it on good authority that the pad wall has been updated with all sorts of good stuff, including 1x4 masonry bricks. So it's kind of in the direction I need to go to pick up this new store. So I'm going to make a bit of a pit stop on the way to do that, and just grab some stuff there, and then head over to the new store, pick up the bricks, and then I'll bring them back and finish this order, and then we'll talk about how the hell we're going to kind of roll out a store which is going to add so much volume and lots and all of that to where we are currently. So I better crack on. As ever, a busy day ahead, and I think it's even Bad Batch Day, so I'm quite excited. So here we are, Lego store done and store purchased. As you can see, there's a fair bit of it. Back of the car is completely full, and each of these boxes is completely rammed to the rafters with stuff, and there's another box in the front passenger seat. So we're going to get this home and we'll take a bit of a closer look at things when we get there. It is Wednesday afternoon, and what a morning, what a busy morning. I have been to the Lego store, to the pab wall. Here we have it. Picked up a couple of things for myself, including the out of stock in some places micro rocket launch pad. It's pretty cool. I managed to get one of these online as well. Not delivered yet, obviously. I'm figuring that smoke isn't real. Is that false advertising? As are those tractor beam rays. But yeah, it's cool. Free gift. Anyway, and this is what I managed to pick up in the pab wall. Some fences, some clips, spiders' webs, some basic bricks. The now mandatory random brick, replacing all of those dark pink bricks that I sold and didn't have all of them. Some slopes, a couple of stray red bricks, some trans clear panels. It wasn't light blue grey masonry bricks, it was tan, but given how much tan stuff is going out the door at the moment, that's no harm. Some modified bricks there, some more slopes there, and my filler was these red 1x1 plates. That was that. The store is downstairs. I've just been putting away the Bad Batch set, just about to get that uploaded. I found another one of those on the loose. So what was I doing? I was sorting out the used parts for the Bad Batch shuttle and getting them all uploaded. So I'm just about to do some uploading of that and get things in the store. And there's one order coming, and then I will show you. Finally, I tell you, I'm an absolute tease, aren't I? Then I'll show you the store, which is downstairs at the moment. So let me just get this stuff uploaded, and then we'll get to it. So here we are. 81, almost 82,000 parts, plus some sets and some instructions. Well, 2 sets. An awful lot of stuff that I don't have. A lot of hoses, some kind of electrical parts, a lot of Technic, some train parts, things that I don't have any of. Lots of kind of colours and stuff. Definitely a shift up from the very Star Wars biased things that I generally have in stock, and something that will add an awful lot of variety to the store. There's a massive kind of like fish bait box down the back there, a couple of 48 by 48 base plates, a whole slew of minifigures, including some pirates there. Yeah, I really don't know what we're going to find in here. I've no idea what those are. They look like trolls, don't they? That's a whole bunch of friends, which is expected given the colours and stuff. They look like quite normal ones. Jurassic Park looking ones. Windows. Spacey city ones. More windows. Aircraft things. Yeah, there is so much here to go through. It is a little bit daunting. low battery mode. Hang on. It is a little bit daunting to know where to start. A lot of these instructions are very new, still sealed. There is the Homer Simpson Quickie Mart in here. I don't know whether the figures or anything are in here yet. I've got an XML file which I've sort of converted to a BSX file, but it's going to be a very manual process working through this, so it's not going to be quick, that's for sure. But as you can see, it is chock-a-block with parts, really just rammed with plates and you name it. And like, yeah, so as you can imagine, we've got a bit of a storage headache. I've always got a storage headache, haven't I, on my hands, and definitely a lot of work ahead to get this integrated into the store. So I'm going to have a little bit of a plan of action first, how to tackle it, because really what I need to do is incorporate the easy stuff first whilst I wait for some more storage capacity. And like I said previously, the really useful box company won't have any more stock until mid-March, and whilst I can pre-order new drawer systems, I can't actually get hold of them until they're here. But there's a lot of things here that are already in the store, so where we've got capacity, it makes sense to incorporate what we can into it. So that could be my first attack in terms of getting things in that we can easily accommodate, and then we'll work out from there. But as you can see, I mean, there is so much to go through and figure out. A whole box of wheels and things like that, just stuff that I do not have in stock. Loads more plant stuff, like I don't have any of those, or very many of those, lavender and stuff like that. I have no idea what they're from, but they're cool. So there's a lot of discovery to be done, and it's going to make for some good content over the next, well, God knows how long it's going to take. But today's the day we start. So yeah, a bit overwhelming, isn't it? But here we go. Good morning. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday morning. 2 orders in, so pretty quiet. As seems to be the case, really. It's kind of like, just as you think you're gathering momentum, you put a load of stuff in the store, and then you have a quiet day. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Maybe it's the last week of the month. Who knows? A colourful little one here. A lot of bright light orange, bit of red, whatever that is, and then some light blue grey and a little bit of black there going out. So they're all done, ready to go. And now I find myself in this situation, I don't know if anyone else does as well, where you kind of find anything and everything to do other than the thing that you really need to be doing. So yesterday, kind of got these instructions to put away, kind of Bad Batch shuttle got put away in the used drawer, so there's a whole heap of sand blue stuff now. So that's all tucked away. I've still got this to part out. Part out value is way better than the price of the actual set. I think there's some good parts in there. I wonder if that's a sticker or if that's got to be a sticker, hasn't it? Anyway, I think the prize there is really the minifigure, isn't it? And then back here. It's been sitting here for weeks, is ages and ages ago I needed a part out of one of those Dark Trooper sets, so I took the part out, but I didn't actually part out the set, so there's some minifigure parts and stuff like that. I just can't now remember what part I took out, so I'm going to sort that, because then that's cleared up. and then I really have no more excuses. No more excuses. There's a little bit of tidying up to do down there, but I don't have any more excuses other than to get stuck into the used lot, which I had a little bit of a rummage around last night, and we'll talk about that after I've done these two things through today. Get these two done, and then start making a plan of how I'm going to cope with that stuff in the short term until I can get new drawers, which are going to go under there, and a new rack of 2 are going to go there, so that desk is going to lift up. Thursday afternoon, tasty little order in from the United States. Some lightsaber hilts, gun parts, some tiles, jumper plates, and some bits and pieces, and then a whole bunch of Star Wars minifigures. So kind of a ground crew for the Rebels and some ground crew for the Imperials, a couple of R2-D2s, and then a whole bunch of first orders, so 15 in there, another couple that were in a different drawer, and some other ones. So an order over the value for getting a tile, get that boxed off, and I've already been to the post office, so 2 trips today, but I did get this, which looks like it should have come from Colombia, doesn't it? Kind of, the guy behind me in the post office must have wondered what the hell was going on, because I said to me man in the post office, it doesn't look dodgy at all, does it? And the guy behind me went, it was exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, it looks like I've got some contraband from some dodgy people. Silk Road, not the Yellow Brick Road. Anyway, going to crack that open, have a look, get that packaged up, and crack on as I continue to do anything but start putting away the new store, because it just scares me how I'm going to find homes for it all. It's just unpacking that order, and I thought I'd share how they packed it up, because it's completely different to how I would do it, and everyone has a preference and everyone has thoughts on it. They are a clipper togetherer, so slopes are clipped together, round bricks are clipped together, 2x4s clipped together. Their tiles are packeted in 3s, so there's 104 tiles there, all in 3s. So I'll have to figure out where the odd one out comes from. And then over here, their 2x4 plates are all clipped together on one slope, and their wedge plates similarly clipped together. So I'm going to assume that they pre-pack parts, maybe, like have them packed together, because this would add so much time to your packing. You know, this order was 800 parts. Let's have a look. 823 parts. And I haven't seen those in there. Where are they? Sorry if this is giving you vertigo. Oh, there they are. Hiding under there. Right. Yeah. So yeah, interesting, eh? Kind of it's a lot of packaging, but it's given me a lot of small plastic bags to reuse. So I've put away the order, and I'll be honest, it was a pain in the arse opening all those little bags. I almost lost the will to live. Yeah, no, didn't work for me. It was frustrating as hell trying to squeeze bricks out of bags. You ended up having to tear the bags to get them out. Yeah, wasn't good. It wasn't a good experience. As neat and tidy as it looked and all of that, it was frustrating as hell. But it's unpacked and stashed away, replenished a lot of bits and pieces. So let's have a look. We haven't had a look for a while where that puts us in terms of parts in the store. It brings us to 347,222 and 10,331 lots, which is pretty good. Yeah. What else has been going on? I uploaded a video on how to do an audit this afternoon. I've watched my Bad Batch, that was good, really enjoyed that one. How to do an audit, 23 views so far. The how-to videos never really fly off the shelves, so yeah, you never can tell what's going to go down with those. But anyway, that's where we're at. Kind of, yeah, it's going alright, isn't it? So, in my endless effort to do anything but that I should be doing, I'm going to finish off clearing this backlog of parts to be added to wanted lists before I do anything else, so that I catch up on all of my admin. So I've got no excuses then. I will do anything other than start the monstrous task of trying to figure it out. Okay, so it's an empty pad. I've run out of things to avoid doing what I need to do. So this is the file from the store that I bought. That's kind of what I bought. 81,754 parts, 5,117 lots, 141 kilograms of bricks, and kind of I got a in advance of buying the store, I got an XML file which I then converted into a BSX file, and have been going, went through it, looking at the parts and assessing kind of my expectation of it, value of it, what I thought it would do, what it was worth, and what it would add to the store. There's not a lot of minifigures and things in it, but on the whole there is an awful lot of stuff that I just don't have in the store, whether that be colorways or parts. Especially there are, as you saw yesterday, kind of engine parts and train tracks and hoses, some base plates still sealed. There's a lot of colorways of bricks and things like that, a lot of ladders, containers. There's a few Star Wars bits here and there. There's some interesting looking manuals. There's a Mos Eisley's Cantina, there's the Simpsons Quickie Mart, there's some Knights minifigures. Now, kind of having watched various YouTube channels about these things, invariably what is listed is, there is an element of inaccuracy. So kind of I've spent a little while thinking about what the best course of action to go through this is, and kind of I figured using the existing BSX file was probably not a good process. Obviously I don't want 81,000 parts sitting on the floor all hitting the store at once. I want to get them into the store in a manageable, progressive manner, but equally I need to balance the challenges of the space that I have right now. There's those base plates, they're all still in their packets, so they must have been purchased at some point. So my thinking is to kind of work through the parts which I can easily incorporate first, putting them into kind of drawers, containers and things that I have space for already. Obviously I have these two drawer units that I've started labeling up already. I just need to have a quick conversation with the wife about where on the wall they're going to live. So that'll be a little chat tonight before I start labelling whether we're going to go 2 rows or not. Decision to be made there, and I'm trying to be much more collaborative. As you can see, there are some used parts as we go through this. The guy that I bought the store from said that as he was kind of parting out sets, which is what he's done to build his store, if there were scratched parts, he listed them as used, even though they came from new sets. So there's a lot of techniques colours and stuff like that, a whole load of cones. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I don't have, but there's a lot of bulky stuff as well. Looking through those containers, there's quite a lot of these where there just isn't a colourway for it. That's interesting. Just sold some of those. Obviously some Minecraft sets. Yeah, there's a fair bit. That must be just pearl gold, hey? No, there's pearl gold there. Well, yeah, so what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll have a BSX file of my own where we'll take out sections of this that we're going to bring into the store piece by piece, so that I can do a comparison between what I bought and what we end up with, so I can make sure that from a value point of view I'm tracking where we've got even like some different colours, ladders and things like that. There's some good stuff in this that I really don't have. It's obviously going to push some of the storage things that we've got. There's a lot of big wheels as well. I've seen some really big wheels in one of the containers down there. Yeah, there is some great stuff in here. There isn't a massive amount of volume of many parts as well, so it's quite a spread, which is going to be interesting because it's going to add a lot of lots. But there's a lot of different colours, which I think is really good in terms of adding that variety for all you variety fanboys. It's going to bring a lot of that to the store, and it's definitely going to be a long process. I mean, what we're up to here, we're only up to 364 out of like 5,000 plus. So yeah, it is going to take a long while to work through this. The wife's going to help double check counts and things like that, just to make sure I get it right. Yeah. So yeah, like kind of, so if I go right back to the top, excuse me if this is a bit like hard on your eyes, bringing in things like 1x1 round bricks, got loads of room for them, so it's easy to incorporate them really quickly. So here we are, deep in amongst it all, and as I said, there's a whole load of motors, loads of hoses, a lot of Technic in here, a whole bunch of base plates. It's like a dark blue base plate. A lot of plants. There is this winter set, and there's a botanical set. I've spotted some squirrels, some animals there. Sorry, there's a whole lot of bricks in here. Cones. Yeah, there is a lot. Sorry, that wasn't great camera work, was it? It's because I'm reaching across. It's not ideal. Panels. I was looking for the 1x1 round bricks, but spider's web in there, some lamp posts, bricks with clips, some kind of crazy dragon, supports, there's cones. What is that? Some kind of Star Warsy looking thing. Yeah, so I'm just going to have a rummage around without holding the camera, because I'm going to fall over if I don't, and then I'll kind of get it back upstairs and then we'll have a look. Good morning, Friday. Well, it's not even morning anymore, it's afternoon. It is in fact 12:30. It has been a full-on morning picking orders. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders, one of them huge. We'll do that one last. So plates, your usual suspects. I won't go into too much detail. Yeah, definitely some kind of building, because there's kind of window panes. This one, a couple of minifigures going out to Hong Kong, I think that one is. Some accessories, a cat, a couple of fish. Don't know whether the cat's eating the fish, and a bat. This one, kind of dark blue grey and a little bit of other stuff. A little bit of used in this one, and the usual kind of Star Warsy kind of colours. Some more used, big batch of used in this one and the next one. A little bit of red mixed in there, and some plates and stuff like that. That one going domestic letter. That one's going to be a pain in the ass to fit into a envelope. It is quite a waste of time and effort after you've spent all morning picking to then have to squeeze it into an envelope. I have to look at this postage thickness thing, I think, to try and push these kind of orders over into a parcel. And then this one, again, big chunk of used, a lot of trans clear in this one. Definitely kind of a Star Wars ship going on. Those kind of 10 by 3 by whatever's. So those were the easy ones, even though the used aren't that easy. And then this one is the beast. It is 2,175 parts on 259 lots. Somebody going modular building for sure. All the kind of parts you'd expect to see in one of those. It is a beast of a large parcel. I'm going to need a bigger box to send this off. An awful lot of window stuff, clearing me out of a lot of the dark orange that came in the was it the boutique hotel or the museum? No, boutique hotel, jazz club, one of the two, maybe the jazz club. You could, the sand green, the dark blue, a lot of slope, black tiles for a roof section. These little light blue grey cups, popular. They're in a couple of the orders today. Dark green, dark red, your usual modular building kind of colourways. Huge order, that one. So thank you very much for that. Was missing two singular parts out of 2,175, which is a pain in the ringer. But following on from yesterday's audit video, I found these 2x8s lurking amongst the 2x10 plates. So just shows you as you go through, you do find stuff all the time. Indeed, kind of yesterday, as I was beginning to incorporate some of the store, and I'll talk about that after I've done the post run today, I found a lot of extras, things that weren't accounted for in that inventory file, and some counts were wrong, but on the whole I think so far it's up from where it was, not massively, but I'll talk about that a bit later because I need to crack on. It's 12:30. I need to get a box for this big bugger of an order and then get them all off to the post. So it is 3:10 on Friday afternoon, and as ever, you're trying to do something, and the little engineering bots doing their thing in the background of Bricklink scupper you from doing what you need to do. So it's the end of another week. It's been a good week. Average orders have been up. It's been average orders have been $62 this week, which is pretty amazing. And we have bumped up to a purple brick, level 5. So that's pretty cool. Obviously there's been some big sales, big parts going out the door, so we've dropped a fair bit down to 344, 309, and that's 10,258 lots. Feedback's pretty good, continues to be good, which is all good. Over on the YouTube channel, we're creeped, that's not even a word, creeping and crept combined, creeped up to 679 subscribers. I think originally I thought we'd probably hit the way it started, I thought we'd kind of get to 1,000 probably in March, but I don't think that's going to be the case, which is a shame, because it just means we're going to have to wait a bit longer to be giving away that vintage clone turbo tank set. But if you know some people, convince them to subscribe, help us get there, and then everyone's in with a chance, aren't they? I have been starting to create a BSX file for the store merge. I've managed to put in nearly 4,000 parts so far. What I'm doing is I'm kind of cutting and pasting out of the old file and then working into it. So really I've just been doing the parts which I've got capacity for and kind of easy to merge into the store. So I've done bricks, I've done round bricks, although these flat gold ones do exist. There's no preview picture for them, which is a bit frustrating because they are very different to the pearl gold one. They're much darker. They're not copper, but it's kind of. Put in a couple of those sets, put in those kind of headlight bricks, put in those just the stuff that was easy to incorporate, getting all of that in. Plates, modified plates, even the stuff that was really easy to just get in, and that's where I was up to last night. I've not quite decided what to do, whether to kind of do an upload before the weekend or to just keep rolling with it for a little while longer and see, you know, once we get to a bit more of a substantial part number, to add it in. As you can see, there's a whole heap of stuff on my desk to be put in. Each one of these gives me a bit of a headache. I don't really have room to bring those in. I do have room for those plates. I don't have capacity in the drawer for those. I do for those. I don't for those clips, and I don't for those ones. Things like that. So there's a fair bit of that kind of stuff to go on with. Interestingly, kind of the wife and I had a little bit of a chinwag about storage space within the room, he says, as he pans, and what we could do in terms of adding stuff onto the other wall, which I think I've talked about endlessly now, onto that wall over there. And she just kind of went left field and went, well, if the room was empty, what would you do differently? Which blew my mind. I hadn't even thought about it. So, yeah, we have to have a little think about it, to be honest. Right, so there's not much to tidy away for a change. I still haven't parted out Aunt Beru, whatever you call her. What is she called? Aunt Beru. I always thought it was Aunt Prue, but anyway. So I think the weekend's just going to be continuing parting out. Well, not parting out, is it? Incorporating all of these parts from the purchased store into this store. I've obviously got, just leaning over, don't worry about me. I've obviously got two of these cabinets that I can kind of fill up for overflow and room at the moment, whilst we wait for the really useful box company to get their new stock. We talked about putting some more shelves, another high shelf along the top there for some more of these larger tubs. But you know, one of the thoughts was moving the desks around so that that long wall becomes much higher drawer system. So yeah, I'm going to do some measurements and do some sketching, but that's me for the day really. I'm going to do the video, upload it, so it's out there for the weekend as usual, and then I shall see you all back here next week, when really it's going to be full on trying to get as much of that new store incorporated as we possibly can. Also got a potential of purchasing another smaller store and somebody's Lego Star Wars collection, which might be kind of early in the week. A bit of a mixture of used sets and some sealed sets, so that could be quite exciting next week as well. So yeah, always plenty going on, isn't there? So I shall leave it there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the week. It's definitely been a bit of a different one, and I'll see you next time.